Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live watch along of Bayern Munich versus FC Koln in the Bundesliga. Now, of course, if you've just tuned in, we're just getting ready for the kickoff, so pretty much a bit of a delay with our stream, so apologies about that. But we are underway now. I'm just going to check that everything sounds okay on my other system. Looks as though we're a bit glitchy on the thing going on. Looks as though we're a bit. Let's get rid of that. Does that change anything? No? Maybe not. I think I've noticed the problem with that. I think it's the more things you have on this surface, it kind of doesn't work. So I've made sure, yeah, we're not going to have that. That's annoying. That's a shame. Anyway, yeah, we're just getting ready for the game. Let us know your score predictions in the live chat page. Just ready for the kickoff. We'll go through the lineups and all that in a minute. And here we go then. So it's Bayern Munich attacking from right to left and FC Koln from left to right, which I got their shirt colours wrong for this game. I thought they might have played in the all-white kit. I know they have a few red strips going down the middle of the shirt, but I thought they might have got away with it. But no, they're playing in the all-yellow third kit today. So I got that wrong, didn't I? It's going to be a throw for Bayern Munich in their own half. Let's just go through the lineup, shall we? So the starting lineups are of course at the bottom of the screen, and if you want to know the full lineups, including the substitutes as well, and which players are not available for this game, it's in the description below. Just as I say that, Bayern have gone deep into Koln's half, and instead it's been intercepted. Let's have a look at the lineups then. So of course Neuer in between the sticks for Bayern. Süle, Boateng, Alaba and Davies have been their main back four in the last few games. Boateng returning recently. In front of them of the centre CDMs of Kimmich and Goretzka, and then in front of them it's Sane, Choupo-Moting, Musiala and Lewandowski, the main man up front. They've got Hoffman, Gnabry, Martinez, Sarr, Hernandez, Roca, Muller's back, Dantes and Koeman available on the bench. With Cologne, they've got Horn in goal, their captain as well. They've got three in defence from what some are predicting, with Ziztek, Mia and Zekos. And then in midfield it's Wolf, Sakiri, Ozcan, Jacobs, and then Duda, Alvis, and then Dennis. Of course, Alvis, their top goal scorer at the moment, I think with 5 or 6 goals this season, which just shows the difference between Bayern's top goal scorer of Lewandowski having over, 20 goals already, and FC Koln, who are mid-table. If you've just tuned in as well, do share your score predictions in the live chat page, and do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport if you haven't already. Substitutes for Cologne are Süle, Schmitz, Katterbach, Meyer, Lemnios, Hezeby, Horn, Drexler and Thielmann. Of course, feel free to ask me any questions or anything you want to say about anything going on in this match or anything else. Of course, the Bundesliga There's a few games going on right now. Of course, the other games today are Dortmund versus Bielefeld, Wolfsburg versus Hertha Berlin, and Stuttgart up against Schalke. They've all just kicked off as well. And then later on, which is our live watch along here, it's RB Leipzig versus Borussia Mönchengladbach, which is going to be a very interesting game. It's now with Alphonso Davies on the left wing. He loses the ball and his opponent is down, and I think that's going to be a free kick for Cologne there. So already the pace on the left wing coming from Davies early on in this game. Of course, there was a big, I thought was quite a shock last night. I honestly thought Frankfurt were not going to lose this game, and that was Werder Bremen winning 2-1 at home against Frankfurt in the Friday night game. And it was Selassie and Sargent that got the goals for Werder Bremen after an early goal from Andre Silva in the first half. So, you know, despite the fact that Frankfurt started off as they have done in the last few games, especially with their main man up front, Andre Silva, getting a few goals. He got one last night, but then they couldn't hold on to the lead and they lost 2-1. And of course, in the Premier League earlier, there was Man City up against West Ham, which Man City win again, making it 20 wins in a row. That's crazy. As a United fan, it's horrible to see that, but they're the deserved Premier League winners if they could keep it up like that. That's for sure. I'll be very surprised if they slump now, that's for sure. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich goalless for Cologne so far, only 5 minutes gone. Of course, Bayern Munich need to win this before Leipzig play Mönchengladbach. If I can remember the Bundesliga table, there's only 2 points between them now after what looked to be Bayern Munich's title a few weeks ago. And then a couple of hiccups, one against Bielefeld with that draw at home, 3-3 at the Allianz Arena where they're playing today. And then they lost to Frankfurt last week. But they did all right against Lazio though, didn't they, in the Champions League? They absolutely nailed it there. 4-1 win away from home, so that's 4 away goals. Didn't expect that. I must admit, I thought it'd be a little bit tighter. Lazio aren't a team to mess with. Hey, up here come Cologne for their first real attack of the game. And they have a corner. I do like the Cologne third kit. It's quite nice. Reminds me a bit of Cameroon though. It's got the Cameroon colours, but kind of that strip they got going on the top part of their shirt, just on the chest area, with a little red strip and then a massive green blocks on each side. Just waiting for this Cologne corner to be taken. It's a short corner. Now out wide, ball comes in. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. I was going to mute the mic, but I had no time at all to stop that. So corner no good there from Cologne, and it's a goal kick for Bayern. Of course, get in touch in the live chat page. Let us know your thoughts, anything at all. Who do you think is going to win today? Roman Afghan has got in touch in our live chat page. He's saying to show him the match. I'm afraid I can't, Roman. If I did do that, I would have, what was it? I'd get done by YouTube. You can't show any footages of matches unless you have the rights for it, which you have to pay. I can't imagine how much you have to pay, but big TV companies pay millions just to get TV rights of football matches, and I don't have much money. Roman Afghan also saying you have corona. Is that from the sneezing? Who knows, maybe. I doubt it though, I haven't got symptoms, because it's not actually sneezing that's a symptom. Samwat Daradi has got in touch and asks, hey bro, show the gameplay. If you mean the match, I'm afraid I can't. The reason being is because of the rights agreement with the Bundesliga. I can't show footages of the match on this channel, so I do apologise. But I could talk to you and tell you what is going on in this game. So it's 8 minutes gone. Of course, you've got the match clock above me and the scoreboard below and the lineups below that. And if you want to know the full lineups, including the substitutes, it's in the description below. And it's, I believe it's going to be a throw-in for Cologne in their own half. Abraham says, hello Abraham, hope you're well. What's your prediction today, Abraham? We all know you're a Bayern Munich fan. It's a big game for them today. They've got to win this game. RB Leipzig up against Mönchengladbach later, which is our next live watch long. You can watch it with us on this channel. It's with Sane as a half volley drill, and it's straight at the target, but straight at the goalkeeper. First real attempt there from Bayern Munich. It was a ball crossed to Sane. He had a few Cologne players in front of him, but he did well just to get it to the keeper, I thought. Oh, and Bayern have intercepted deep into Cologne's half. It's with Sane on the right wing. Oh, and he slipped. Oh, he slipped. But luckily he's got back up here with... Who is playing as the right back? Oh, it's Süle. I think Süle's playing right back today. He's taken a throw-in. Ball comes in. Oh, it's lost. No. Oh dear. Oh, and here come Cologne. Up on the right wing. Well intercepted by Alphonso Davies. Abraham says, yeah, Bayern must want to win this game. Well, they've got to, haven't they? I mean, RB Leipzig are so hit and miss in my eyes. They're a very good second team at the moment, but they haven't been the most consistent. I know Bayern are only a couple of points ahead of them, but they have been consistent. It's just unfortunately for Bayern at the moment, they slipped up in their two last games when they came back from Qatar, and I think they might have been tired. I think the Bielefeld game they were tired. I think they were still thinking they were in Qatar celebrating the Club World Cup. But at least they avoided defeat, because they could have lost that game. They were 3-1 down, let's not forget, and then they made it 3-3. Cologne have the ball. Oh dear. Oh, they've still got it. They tried to get it past Süle, but Süle took the hit of the ball, but he didn't intercept. It's on the left wing, and Cologne have lost it out, and it's going to be a Bayern throw-in. Trying out this subscribe button. I say button, it's more of a video. Here come Cologne, just outside the Bayern box. Oh, and I think they've got a corner out of it. And Lewandowski's on the ground. That is not good. He's got himself back up, but he's limping. And he's put his hand on his left boot. Ooh, they're showing the replay. So yeah, he's limping at the moment. Still playing, I think. He was limping. Hopefully he can carry on. Can you imagine Bayern Munich without Lewandowski? Where'd the goals come from? I mean, actually, that's a bit unfair because they do score goals from other players. Let's not forget Thomas Muller's available on the bench today, so they'll need him if they need a goal late on in the game. FC Koln. The last time I watched Cologne was actually a few weeks ago, which was one of our watch-alongs on the channel, and they beat Mönchengladbach 2-1, and they played well. It was away from home. It was known as a derby between the two teams, and it was a good win, and they celebrated like they won the bloody league. So it meant a lot to them. Triple X says cocaine. Are you on about cocaine as in drugs, or you trying to say COVID? What are you trying to say? Who do you support? Which team do you support? I've got a question for Abraham, if you're still watching. Could you see Bayern Munich sign any more players this summer? Because I think there's one or two players that they might have to look at. Oh, is that a goal? No. I think it's at the bar. Süle, a defender for Bayern, having a shot, struck it. Oh, it hit the support net post behind the goal. So I thought he hit the post or found the net. Then, if that had found the net, that would have been an absolute smashing goal. So goal kick for Cologne. So still goalless. So ignore me thinking that it was a goal. That found. Goal kick for Cologne again. Lewandowski's still kneeling down to his right foot. That got picked up from one of the Cologne defenders. Let's have a look at the other games going on. It's a bit quiet at the moment. So we do have a goal in the Bundesliga this afternoon, but in Stuttgart at the Mercedes-Benz Arena. It's Stuttgart 1, Schalke 0. Alphonso Davies now with Lewandowski in the box. If you've just tuned in, do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. We've got another watch along later, and there's been a goal! I think it's Choupo-Moting who scored. So Bayern Munich 1-0 up. It was inside the box. And I think it is Choupo-Moting who scored. It's a headed goal. and Bayern Munich take the lead. It's a great header. So 1-0 to Bayern Munich. And Choupo-Moting scores the goal. Of course, not everyone's cup of tea, but he's got them ahead. Not sure who got the assist. It wasn't Kimmich, was it? Would not surprise me. That guy loves an assist. So a good start for Bayern. It's exactly what they wanted with Hansi Flick in terms of making sure that they can get those 3 points today ahead of Leipzig. Mönchengladbach tonight. Matthias says goal. Yep, there's been a goal, Matthias. It was Bayern Munich. Choupo-Moting. It was a headed goal. With Süle now on the right hand side, now with Kimmich. I need to find out who got the assist. I keep thinking it was Kimmich, but I need to see the replay again. Bebi Benienki B, is that how you say your name? Have you guys gone to SourceCon? I've never heard of SourceCon. What is SourceCon? Is that when you say SourceCon, do you mean convention? Let me know. FC Koln have intercepted on the halfway line. The Cologne player goes down, and there's going to be a yellow card here. Yep, it's a yellow card, and it's for Bayern Munich, so it'll be a free kick for Cologne. I'm not sure which player was that. So Bebi Benienki B has got back in touch and says SourceCon D's nuts. Soccer. Very good, very good. You got me there. You got me there. Very good. It's a corner for Cologne on the far side, and it's come off Boateng. So even though Bayern Munich are a goal ahead, Cologne have certainly shown glimpses of being a threat in this game. Got you, Lloyd. Yeah, you certainly got me, mate. Certainly got me. Luke Tanner, where do you think Alaba will go next season? He's reportedly wants to play in midfield at his next club, but not at CB. Oh, centre back. Yeah, yeah. Luke. Actually, Luke will be joining us there for RB Leipzig Mönchengladbach live watch along. So I'll be looking forward to that with you. Well, I thought Alaba was going to Real Madrid. I thought it was a cert. I mean, let me know, Luke, unless I've misread it, but I kept thinking... we know he's leaving Bayern. He's announced that. I know that, but I don't know if he's... I'm not sure. I reckon he'll go to Real Madrid, but have Real Madrid got money? I don't know. I mean, if Ramos goes, I think they'll need someone like Alaba in as a centre-back with Rafael Varane. Benienki says no offence. Oh no, none taken, mate. Gotta have a laugh. You got me there. You got me there. It's a good one. I've not heard that one before. it's going to be, well, Bayern Munich still 1-0 up. Any latest in the other Bundesliga games? Stuttgart are now 2-0 up. And it's 2 goals from Wataru Endo. One on the 10th minute and his second goal on the 26th minute against Schalke. Schalke, I mean, we know they're going down, but they're just making sure of it now, aren't they? There's no fight in them at all. Compared to Mainz, there's just no fight at Shines. Shines, what am I saying? Schalke. That's all the goals that's happened so far. Dortmund hosting Bielefeld, and that's goalless. And then Wolfsburg are goalless at home with Hertha Berlin. You can probably see the message in the chat page. Do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport if you haven't already. We're hoping to get to 370 today. Oh, we're now at 368. Thank you very much, whoever was the subscriber there. And there was a chance there for Bayern Munich to make it 2-0. It was a header from Lewandowski, and I think it was Süle with the cross. Bevi Benienki has asked me, who's better as a left back, Lucas or Davies? Now, it may seem a bit biased. My surname is Davies, same as Alphonso Davies, which is the same spelling as well of D-A-V-I-E-S, so not I-S. And I'm going to have to go with him because of that. No, Alphonso Davies is quality. I think what I love about Davies' background is that he's come from Canada. You know, you don't get much football talent from Canada normally, not in the same era anyway. And Davies has been absolutely phenomenal, especially last season when they won the Champions League. And I think there was a funny thing that happened that he put on Twitter the day after they won the Champions League. And he tweeted to McDonald's saying, "That's what happens when you reject me, look what you missed out on." So he was clearly applying for a job at McDonald's. It was rather amusing to see. He's done alright, hasn't he? Alphonso Davies. It's with Alphonso Davies now. And pretty much every Bayern player inside the Cologne half. Apart from their keeper, of course. So yes, trying to get to 370 subscribers. We're at 368. If we could get to 370 today, that would be fantastic before the end of this stream. Oh, here come Cologne now. They're inside the Bayern box. It's 3 against 1 though, so Cologne are outnumbered completely. There was only 1 man left up there, and then 3 more Bayern players were starting to run back, so it would have been 6 against 1, but he was caught offside from the pass he completed before that, so it wouldn't have counted if he somehow got out of that and scored a goal. .28 minutes gone. Bayern Munich 1, FC Cologne 0. just as long as Bayern get the win today, that's all that matters. They've not won in the last 2 league games. Actually, they haven't won in the Bundesliga since they came back from Qatar, which doesn't look good when you're the world champions. And of course, they've got the new Club World Cup badge, gold badge emblem in the middle of the shirt, which Liverpool don't wear anymore. Ha ha ha. I'm a United fan, so you know. But I, to be honest with you, the Club World Cup is such a terrible tournament. It's got potential, but they've stuck with the same format for like 15 years, and to this day, people still don't care about it. So why are FIFA not changing it? They should just change it. They should just, you know, make changes to it. I mean, I know they've been proposing a 2014 format, which was supposed to be this summer. If it wasn't for COVID, it would have been happening this summer if it had gone to plan. That was the proposed idea. Bayern Munich in the box, and I think it's taken a deflection off Chekos. Zekos, it came off him for a corner kick for Bayern on the far side on the 13-minute mark. So here is Bayern with the corner, and it's out of the penalty area. It's now with Davies, Boateng. Oh, it's a good run from Davies. He's come out from the left wing and gone all the way to the middle of the park. Went up against 2 or 3 Cologne players and still kept the possession. He protected the ball terrifically well. Say this now about Cologne. Bayern need to get a couple of goals against Cologne because they do have moments. And they're certainly playing on the counter-attacking method. Here they are now on the left wing, near the corner flag. Only 1 or 2 of them in the box waiting for the ball to come in, but oh, nice flick football. Just trying to get it into the box. They've got options on the right hand side and they take that up. Oh, it took a deflection while he made the run. He's won the ball back though, well done. Instead, Cologne have gone all the way back into their own half, which helps the Bayern Munich team just take a breather. And it's gone straight to the hands of Neuer in his own penalty area. I say hands, he's using his feet, he's that relaxed. It's now 3-0 to Stuttgart. Oh, I thought there might have been a hat-trick for Endu there, but instead it's Kalajic. So he has made it 3-0 to Stuttgart, and it's only been 35 minutes played. Schalke are absolutely falling apart. Oh, and it's 2-0! And it's Lewandowski. Of course it's Lewandowski. He's made it 2-0. And I think it's no doubt we've got to play this goal song. The Bayern Munich Stadium goal song that they normally play. Yabba dabba doo for Robert Lewandowski. Oh, he does so well. Simple finish, actually. Nice goal. I think it's is it Goretzka with the? Yeah, it's Goretzka with the ball through. Fantastic goal. Fantastic goal. Lovely finish. Great goal. So, 2-0 to Bayern Munich. Lewandowski with the goal after Choupo-Moting put them 1-0 up. And I think Bayern Munich, well, they're in control, aren't they? With less than just over 10 minutes to go till half time, they're doing exactly what they needed to do today in response to the last couple of games that they've not been able to get 3 points from. Got a couple of questions that have come in, and it's Luke Tanner again. He said, thoughts on right back Max Aarons from Norwich being linked to Bayern. Yeah, interesting that. Norwich have been superb this season. I've only seen them a couple of times, and their flow of football has been really good to watch. But there's no surprise with Norwich, because it did feel like when they went down, it just felt like they'll come straight back up, and they're going to. Will they win the championship? If they can, you're great. More money, I'd imagine, than second place, but they'll go up. I'll be surprised if they don't. They're too good, Norwich. I've only seen them a couple of times, but from what I've seen, it's great football. But again, can they keep that momentum going when they go into the Premier League? Different ball game, isn't it? And Max Aarons has been superb. I think it's good for Max Aarons to go to a team like Bayern, because it's just like Bellingham and Sancho. They're not going to get that much attention here because there's so many other English players around that are available but cost a lot more. I think it'll be a fantastic move for Max Aarons. You know, you're playing at one of the biggest clubs in the world, best facilities, some of the best players around you. You know, the staff there will help you out. The players are very experienced. They've all won at least a Club World Cup or Champions League. It's a fantastic move from Max Aarons if he can go. And it's, you know, one of the biggest stadiums in the world as well. Can't go wrong. I'm for English players going abroad, just because of what it's done for Sancho, for example, and what it's slowly doing for Bellingham. Both at the same team, but you can depend on Dortmund to develop players before they move on. And I don't see why Max Aarons couldn't do it at Bayern Munich. Luke Tanner, sorry, not Luke, I've already answered your question. I'll see you at the stream though. Bebi Enienki has asked me, what club do I support? I am a Manchester United fan, so I'm on my off day today. We don't play till tomorrow against Chelsea, which we will be doing a live stream watch along for that tomorrow. I believe Joe Stanley's hosting that, who's a Liverpool fan, so he's been brave to watch United instead of Liverpool for a change. I won't be there though, I don't think. I think I'm going to just enjoy the game for a change. I say enjoy, I won't. It'll be stressful as hell, it always is. I mean, that game against Newcastle last week wasn't easy. Here come Bayern into the box. It's gone out for a goal kick for Cologne at the end, but they would love to get a third goal before half time. 8 minutes to go till the interval. Which club do you support, Bebi Enki? Lewandowski couldn't get to the end of the ball, just outside the box, gives him a thumbs up. comes in from Bayern. Doesn't find anyone in the box, and it's a Cologne goal kick. It's now 3-1 between Stuttgart and Schalke. Kolasinac has got a goal back for Schalke 5 minutes before half time. They couldn't, could they? Be an unlikely comeback. But who knows? Stuttgart have had a good season, but their wins at home have been pretty slim. They've been better. They've actually been way better away from home. Goretzka has got both assists for the game today, which I was wondering who got the assist for the first goal for Choupo-Moting. I knew he got the second goal, that was the assist. What a game Goretzka's having. He was fantastic the other day against Frankfurt. Yes, they lost, but when he came on in the second half, he just brought new energy to the team. And then Hansi Flick made some terrible decisions, like taking Sane off with 5 minutes to go. And I'm thinking, really? One of your best players of the game? When you need a goal? Okay. Didn't understand that. Wolfsburg have scored at the Volkswagen Arena. 1-0 up against Hertha Berlin. Still goalless between Dortmund and Bielefeld. Bielefeld looking to be that team again that they were against Bayern Munich, where they clearly are a tough cookie, despite being just outside the relegation zone. We'll go through all the latest scores in England and across Europe at half-time. In just a few minutes' time, we'll go look at the live tables as well. And there's a camera shot of Thomas Muller on the bench. He's wrapped up warm in his big coat, and hopefully we'll see a bit of him later on. Who knows, maybe Flick might rest him if they can get 1 or 2 more goals and put this game to bed. If you haven't already, do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. Of course, we're hoping to get to 370 subscribers by the end of this stream, and we always appreciate your support. We're at 368 at the moment. Oh, Süle nearly lost the ball then and nearly went up for a throw, and with no pressure on him, but he's kept it. It's now with Goretzka. Of course, I know Pavard is not available today, but I just don't think Bayern Munich miss Pavard, as some of you know from our recent watch-alongs when it comes to Bayern Munich, especially with me and my friend Seb True. We both just don't rate Pavard. We always feel like he's only rated because of his great volley he scored against Argentina at the World Cup. Oh, Bayern Munich got a cross in that nearly found their man up front, but instead it's going to be a free kick because it was offside. Choupo-Moting trying to pick up a pass from his teammate Lewandowski. Cologne straight away taking the free kick. Now with Sane. Still with him. Goes deep into Bayern's half. One thing I did miss is that Alaba's got a yellow card in this game. I missed that. Wonder what that was for. Must have been for a foul. And as I say that, Zikos has got a yellow card. I think Sane's got one as well. Well, actually, maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm not sure. Yeah, Sane does have a yellow card. Missed the foul on that. Even so, despite all that, Bayern do have a free kick. So yeah, Zikos getting a yellow card as well for FC Koln. It's the visitors' first booking of the game. You can tell from Cologne they're just trying to get... They've got the pace. They're trying to play counter-attacking football, run against play, but it's... There hasn't really... I don't think they've even had a shot on target so far. Which is... yeah. I know it's Bayern Munich and they're a hard team when it comes to German football. Well, anyway, it's half-time. So Bayern Munich 2-0 up already in this game at the halfway point. And the goals coming from Choupo-Moting with his header, and then Lewandowski getting another goal to his tally for this season. And at half-time it's Bayern Munich 2, FC Cologne 0. And the expected goals was 1.3 for Bayern, and it's 0 for Cologne from their performance so far. And I'd have to agree, there's been no threat. I don't think there's been any shots on target or even shots off target from Cologne. Not that I can remember. We'll check the stats out in just a bit. So yeah, half time. As the players head to the tunnel, and of course now so there we go. You know it's official when you've got HT above my screen. You know it's half time when you see that. Anyway, do get in touch on our live chat page, which is on the side of the stream, or if it's on your phone, you click the live chat button underneath the stream. And yeah, get in touch with us. Let us know your thoughts on the game so far. Let us know your thoughts on anything else going on in football right now, or even any other results that's happening. Of course, Saturday, the busiest day of the week in football. They're just showing the goals again. And we will be right back. I'll just have a quick 2-minute break and we'll be right back to go through the scores going on in the Bundesliga and of course the other leagues across Europe and the world. So we'll be right back. And we're back. So Bayern Munich 2, FC Koln 0. And of course the goals coming from Choupo-Moting and Lewandowski. That separates the scorers. Let's go through the other games going on in the Bundesliga. Of course, last night in the Friday night game, it ended Werder Bremen 2, Frankfurt 1. So Frankfurt's great run has come to an end, but I'm sure they'll come back and just at least fight for the Champions League spot, which is probably a bit of a kick in the teeth for Frankfurt, because they must have thought after that win over Bayern Munich that they might just have a late chance of going for the Bundesliga title. But I think when you have defeats like that, you've got to win them, and you know that teams like Bayern Munich or RB Leipzig are not going to make many more mistakes between now and the end of the season. And so, of course, the other games going on, it's still goalless, and it's half-time between Dortmund and Bielefeld. Dortmund really could do with a win today, because there'll be less and less opportunities to get themselves back in the Champions League spots for next season. And for Dortmund's sake, if they've got any chance of keeping the likes of Haaland and Sancho this summer, they've got to offer them Champions League football, or they are going to the exit door, my friend. Wolfsburg 1, Hertha Berlin 0. And the only goal scorer from that is Lucas Klonter, and that was an own goal for Hertha Berlin. So that's why Wolfsburg are 1-0 up. And it's a goal fest at Stuttgart. It's Stuttgart 3, Schalke 1. 2 goals under half an hour from Wataru Endo. And then Kladzik had got a third goal for Stuttgart, and Schalke got a goal back 5 minutes before half time from Sead Kolasinac. And sadly for Schalke, they are looking to be a step closer to the relegation to Bundesliga 2, which is very, very likely. Of course, the other games this weekend, of course, at 5:30 tonight, it's RB Leipzig up against Borussia Mönchengladbach, which do join us for that. We'll be doing a live watch along on this channel, so stay tuned for that after this game. We start at 5:25 with the game kicking off at 5:30. And there's a triple header tomorrow in the Bundesliga. FC Union Berlin up against Hoffenheim at 12:30. Followed by Mainz versus Augsburg at 2:30. And then the last game of tomorrow is at 5 o'clock between Bayer Leverkusen versus Freiburg. And they've done that for quite a couple of Sundays now, a triple header on a Sunday, which, if you love your football, you can't complain at that. That is for sure. Anyway, do give Let's Talk Sport a subscribe. Press subscribe to our channel. We appreciate the support, and do like the stream if you're enjoying this afternoon's entertainment. Let's check the latest in the other matches across Europe, especially the Premier League. Of course, the earlier game, Manchester City 2, West Ham United 1. Man City now have won 20 games in a row in the Premier League, and they are back to, they are now 13 points clear. So if Man United or Leicester don't win this weekend, the points gap is just going to get even bigger. And who knows? It looks as though it could end up being bigger than what Liverpool had done last season. I can't remember from the top of my head how many points that was, but Man City at this moment in time, they're setting their own standard. Forget about a title race, it's over in my eyes. It's way over. Ruben Diaz getting the first goal, and then Antonio got one for West Ham just before half time. This is a player that many think he should maybe get a chance for the Euros for England next season, but there's a lot of players ahead of him, but he's trying to prove his worth, that's for sure, with today's game getting a goal. But then it was John Stones who scored on the 68th minute, and that was the winning goal for Manchester City. So it's pretty much a one-horse race for that Premier League title. And in the other game, West Brom 1, Brighton 0. Now this is a big game. If West Brom have any chance of staying up, they've got to win this game, and it's going well. It was Bartley who scored the first goal on the 11th minute. Gallagher with the assist, and it's 24 minutes gone so far. And Brighton are in a relegation scrap at the moment, I feel. Let's have a look at the table. I think they've got an as it stands table. Yep, they do. Brighton 16th. West Brom, they're still going to be 9 points behind Brighton, but hey, if there's any chance, they start now. And that would mean that they are 8 points behind Newcastle, which is the safest position. I can't see West Brom staying up. They're not good enough. Sheffield United and West Brom are definitely gone. But I think the decider for 18th is nowhere near yet. Fulham are only 3 points behind Newcastle. And Fulham are a good team. You know, I think Fulham can stay up. And Newcastle do play Wolves tonight at 8. So yeah, the other games in the Premier League. Leeds United up against Aston Villa at 5:30 tonight. That'll be a cracker. That's going to be a really good game, that. And Newcastle hosting Wolves at 8 o'clock. The 8 o'clock on a Saturday just doesn't work for me. I don't think it's right. I think 5:30's the best. Some of the FC Koln players have already come out onto the pitch for the second half. And they're doing a bit of stretching before the game kicks off. I think they've come out a bit early. Still a few more minutes till kickoff for the second half. Of course, get in touch on our live chat page. Do apologise, someone sent me a video which I had to watch. You know when you're just so intrigued by something, when someone sends you a text, you don't want to have to wait. Let's check out the other scores that's going on. Of course, Sevilla playing Barcelona right now. What is the score on that one? Scoreless there. It's only been 12 minutes in. Oh, excuse me. Oh, thank God it's the weekend, eh? Well, Tillman's out on the pitch for Cologne. Micah Kane, who you're not related to Harry Kane, are you? Now he's a goal machine as well as Lewandowski. Of course, if people are really wondering what he means Lewandowski, who scored the second goal of this game in the first half. And Micah Kane, who is your team? Who do you support? Are you a Bayern Munich fan? And they're showing on the screen the average positions so far of this game, which does look a bit silly, really, which is just basically showing you what the formation is for the game, and then they show you on the other screen where roughly the players have been throughout the game as their average position. I don't get it. I don't really see the point of that. There's too much facts in football. And then when you look at Cologne's, they're all the way in their own half in terms of their average positions, which is quite amusing. So we're just waiting for the second half to begin. Of course, in the Scottish Premiership, Celtic are 1-0 up against Aberdeen. Of course, they've got no manager at the moment. Neil Lennon has resigned finally, which I'm surprised he didn't do it a few weeks back or even months back. Hibs are 1-0 down against Motherwell. Kilmarnock 0, Dundee United 1, St Mirren 0, Ross County 0. In the Championship, Bournemouth got a win over Watford, which that's a big win. Of course, Jack Wilshere plays for Bournemouth at the moment. Barnsley 1, Millwall 1, Birmingham City 0, QPR 0, Blackburn Rovers 1, Coventry City 0, Brentford 0, Stoke City 1. I believe Stoke scored that goal 27 seconds into the game, which is a very, very quick goal indeed. Luton Town 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Middlesbrough 0, Cardiff City 0, Preston North End 1, Huddersfield Town 0, Rotherham United 0, Reading 1, Swansea City 0, Bristol City 0. So those are the Championship scorelines so far. What other competitions are going on? Of course, Sevilla and Barcelona, it's goalless at the moment, only 16 minutes in. And then, of course, the Bundesliga, we'll talk more about that during the game with this watch-along. Only one game going on in the Serie A in Italy, which is Spezia 1, Parma 2, 70 minutes gone. And then in Ligue 1, it's Bordeaux, who have just lost 2-1 to Metz at home. And then at 4 o'clock, it's Dijon versus Paris Saint-Germain. And it looks as though FC Koln are getting ready for a substitution here as the game's about to get back underway, as both teams are out onto the pitch. Of course, let us know on the chat page what you think the end of the match we'll see from this. Will Bayern Munich get the 3 points, or can FC Cologne surprise us? I'm not expecting them to. Definitely not. Hope you don't mind, I'll just get rid of some scenes. And the second half has begun. So, Bayern Munich 2, Cologne 0 in this second half. So, Sane. Bayern Munich attacking from left to right in the second half. Cologne from right to left. Thomas Muller's warming up on the sidelines. Will we see a bit of him in the second half if necessary? I'm sure they'll like him just to get some minutes on the board after he'd been out for a few games. I think if I can remember, he missed the Club World Cup final as well. Yeah, he he was tested positive for COVID while they were in Qatar. Here come Cologne though, hoping to get a goal back here as they're 2-0 down. It's on the edge of the box, and Süle dug in to get the ball. Oh, and Alaba left the Cologne play, and he could go all the way. He scored. It's 2-1, and Cologne are back in this. So Bayern Munich now just 2-1 ahead, and it's a great little goal. He chipped the ball over Neuer at the end. You know, he kept the control really well from the edge of the box. They walked in, and actually, I think Bayern Munich will be very annoyed at themselves for letting that in, because they had all sorts of players around to stop that from happening. And he chipped it nice and calm past one of the best keepers in the world. Oh, it's great football. So it's 2-1. We've got a game on our hands here, and the title race has just become a little bit more interesting if FC Cologne can get a second goal here. And it was Sakiri who got the goal. Of course, that's not your fault. Can Bayern Munich still get... Anyway, here's Sane. They want to get that lead back to 2 between them. And he's won a corner. It's going to be taken on the near side. And it's games like this where Bayern Munich cannot really afford a slip up in my eyes. Here comes the corner. And it's picked up by the Cologne goalkeeper, and he straight away takes the kick deep into Bayern's half. Bayern defence under real pressure, but Neuer, as he always does, sweeper keeper action, comes out of his box and heads the ball. Well, it nearly went out for a throw, but Alphonso Davies stopped that from it being a Cologne throw-in. Choupo-Moting's only just got himself up from the Cologne box. It seemed as though he was injured for a moment. I think he's just trying to run off the pain. Still find the whole transfer a bit weird with Choupo-Moting from PSG to Bayern, especially last summer. He was in that Bayern Munich team that got to the final and then lost to Bayern Munich. So he didn't get the winners medal, he got the runners-up medal, while most of his Bayern Munich teammates can make him jealous and go, here's our winners medal from that game, if you can remember. Do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport if you haven't already, folks. Make sure you click subscribe and then like the video if you're enjoying the stream. Use code Voster says, hey, what's up? Hello, hope you're well. I do remember you from one of our watch-alongs before. How's your week been? Of course, get in touch with us on the live chat page if you are watching. Use code VOTSA says it was good. You? I'm well. Hope you are too. Süle, I think's won a corner. Use code VOTSA. Who's your? What's your name? Who do you support? Is it one of these teams, Bayern Munich or FC Koln? And Dortmund now have a goal against Bielefeld. It's 1-0 and it's Dahoud who scored 3 minutes into the second half. Bayern have got a corner here. No threat whatsoever, and FC Koln have dealt with it in the air. And they've made a clearance and it's on the halfway line with Bayern Munich. So Dortmund, if they can hold on to that, that's 3 vital points ahead of Leipzig, Mönchengladbach this evening. Let's not forget, you know, Frankfurt lost last night, so that helps it gets points over them to try and close the gap between them and the Champions League spot. However, Wolfsburg are 1-0 up at home to Hertha Berlin at the Volkswagen Arena. Use code Vossa says he's a Man City fan, which I don't know if me and you are ever going to get along, are we? I'm a Man United fan. I take it you watched. I take it you watched the West Ham game. It was a good win against West Ham, that was. But I still think West Ham are a bit overrated. I don't think they'll get anywhere near European football. They're under David Moyes. I just think with David Moyes, he's just had a little bit of luck over the last few weeks, months maybe. I've watched Liverpool against every big club this season. I don't think they've picked up a result. I just don't rate them. Just a bit hyped, that's all. I think Villa are a better team than West Ham, but sadly the table will tell you they aren't. They thrashed Arsenal, let's not forget. Yebs, Duper. Hope you're well, Yabs, says Lives. That's not what you mean. So, Bayern Munich. Having to try and settle the nerves here. They were 2-0 up against Cologne, but now it's only 2-1. 56 minutes gone. Plenty of time yet for Cologne to spoil the party. But for Bayern Munich, it's plenty of time to get some more goals for themselves and to put a big gap between them and their visitors. Free kick for Bayern in their own half. Use code Voss is asking me thoughts on Kevin De Bruyne and Bruno. I take it Bruno Fernandes, that is. De Bruyne is just sensational. When has he had a bad game? I mean, when has he had a bad game? I think he's absolutely fantastic. Bruno Fernandes, it's crazy the impact he has made at United in 12 months. To have, I think, to be involved in 51, 52 goals in what, 55 games? That's mad. Not many players have ever done that. You're talking like Ronaldo level when he went to Real Madrid, because I think Ronaldo ended his Real Madrid career with goals that were more than his appearances. that's basically trying to be consistent in that whole time he was there. He went to Real Madrid in 2009 and he left in 2018. So in a 9-year period, he was always scoring goals pretty much. That's incredible value. 80 million, that's a bargain when you look at it, when you look at that spell. But look, it's only been a year for Bruno. It could all change. He could get injured, or he could get himself into bad form and then not have that streak anymore. But at the moment, nothing's stopping him. He's United's best player, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I don't think anyone expected him to be this good. But De Bruyne is sensational. He's proven to do it at the World Cup, the Champions League, all sorts. I think with De Bruyne, the only thing that's missing with him is a Champions League medal. And I think he needs to provide that at Man City to be considered one of the best midfielders we've ever seen in football. I think you've got to win the European Cup to be known as one of the best in any position. It's a free kick for Bayern in the, I think it's at the midway mark of the FC Koln half. A chance here to get that third goal. Süle chips the ball into the box. It's now with Kimmich. Kimmich's had a quiet game. Oh, was a shot there, and it was from Kimmich, and it was just off the target. Made the goalkeeper follow the ball, but he was a bit off his line, and luckily for him it wasn't on target, but he curled it, so it was late on with the shot. It could have just crept in if it was on target. Would have been a great chance. Great goal, that is. Now here come Cologne again, fast-paced attack from the goal kick. Low ball in, dealt with by Alaba. Cologne have it again though. They win the ball on the centre circle. Now Zikos has come off for Cologne because he already had a yellow card from the first half, so they clearly don't want to go down to 10 men in a game which they are, of course. They've got half an hour to find that equaliser. Bayern Munich haven't made any substitutions yet. Oh, excuse me. Long week. Just need a third goal, Bayern, and I think they'll win the game. But they're doing the right thing here, Hansi Flick. 62 minutes gone, and they're finally going to make that first substitution. And it's Muller coming on, which he's exactly the man you need for matches like this. And it looks as though Gnabry's going to come on as well. But who's going to come off? 2 forward options from Flick, which is probably the right move. because they haven't been that much threatening, really, Bayern Munich, since half-time. They've just been a really weird team to watch this season. Yes, they've been getting the wins. Yes, they're top of the league, as they always are. But then, like, back in midweek, they absolutely thrashed Lazio away from home. But I don't know if it was at Lazio's ground. I didn't check. I didn't watch the game. But for all these travel restrictions, not all the teams are being able to actually have their home legs in their own stadiums, which I think is an absolute farce. Real shame. Don't think it's really fair, to be honest. Well, here is the double substitution from Bayern Munich, and it looks as though it's Müller and Gnabry coming on, as I mentioned. Muller's definitely not had a haircut in a while. He's got longer hair than he normally does. So Muller's come off for Musiala. And it's Choupo-Moting coming off for Gnabry, who scored the opening goal of this game. And Lewandowski has scored. I've missed the screen for one moment and he has scored. So Bayern Munich are back to 2 goals ahead of their opponents. Let's see the goal. Oh, I haven't seen the goal. So I think it's Lewandowski. The camera's focusing on him and he's the one who's celebrating. I've completely missed that. So yeah, 3-1 Bayern Munich. Here we go, let's watch the goal. Through ball, oh, simple. And who got the assist? Thomas Müller. He's only just come on, his first touch of the game pretty much. Plays it on to Lewandowski. He didn't even think about it. Lewandowski, just one hit, one goal. And I'll say this now about Lewandowski or Haaland. For any strikers out there who are trying to figure out the best way of scoring goals, watch these players. Because they don't hesitate. The moment the ball comes to them, they just believe in themselves that if they kick it and get it on target, they're going to find the net. And they do. He didn't even look. He knows where the goal is. And that's the difference between a world-class striker like Lewandowski, Mbappe or Haaland compared to a striker like, let's say, Martial. I don't know if he's... Some would say he's not a striker, but he plays forward. He should be able to score goals. Simple as that. You know, they just don't have that finishing touch. You either have it or you don't. But I do think if anyone wanted to be a striker and be up there with the likes of Lewandowski or Mbappe, you've got to watch these players. It's a great goal. It's a simple goal for some people, but I think it's a great goal. It's literally, the ball is perfect. All you have to do is kick it, and he did exactly that. And with Lewandowski's quality, there was no doubt he was going to score. And here they come again. Bayern, oh, and Lewandowski trying to get a flick on, and if he had scored that then, it would have been his hat-trick. He scored in the first half as well. I better change the scoreboard in case some of you were wondering. So Bayern Munich 3, FC Koln 1. Here's Sane in the box. I can't see Cologne getting anything from this game now. I think if they were going to come back, they had to make it 2-2, otherwise they were going to go. Bayern Munich have the ball in the midfield. Couldn't get it through to Sane. Do get in touch with us on our chat page, which is next to the screen. Let us know your thoughts on this game so far. We're hoping to get to 370 subscribers before the end of the stream. So it's with Cologne. Let's check out the other scores, shall we, in the Bundesliga. Still 3-1 to Stuttgart, still 1-0 to Wolfsburg, but there has been another goal at Dortmund, and they are winning 2-0 now. Jadon Sancho getting a goal 10 minutes after De Hood scored the opener. Here come Cologne, and it's straight to the feet of Neuer. He doesn't make a big clearance, he instead boots it out to Alphonso Davies. Davies has lost the possession. He's trying to win it back. Outnumbered by 3 Cologne players. The ball's chipped in for Cologne. Surely they'll get it. Oh, it's shot blocked. Big moment there. Cologne could have made it 3-2. And it's going to be a corner for Cologne on the far side, just as we reach 70 minutes. And Dortmund have just made a substitution where Reina's coming off for Hazard. Now, Thorgan Hazard, I'm not sure if he's come back recently, but he has been out for a good while. There is a very, very funny goal celebration of Sancho. Oh, hang on, just as I say that, Cologne trying to find a second goal, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Bayern live for another day. It's just a random celebration picture of Haaland, Sancho, Chan, and I think it's De Hood, I'm not sure. It's quite a funny picture. Cologne have made a substitution. Drexler coming on for Alves. So really, despite the early scare in the second half for Bayern Munich, I think they're probably going to get the 3 points here. Which, with that win, they will go 5 points clear. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. I've yawned so many times today. It's not the game, I'm just tired. Certainly felt the week. So Frankfurt are going to go to 4th because of Wolfsburg's win, if they can stay at 1-0. Of course, Frankfurt lost. And Hernandez is coming on for Davies for Bayern. Of course, it is getting nicer outside. It feels like spring is on the way here in England. Been nice sun today, and it has been very sunny this week, and it's gotten warmer while I've been out there for my walks. Of course, do join us at 5:25 tonight for our live watch along of Leipzig versus Mönchengladbach. Neuer having to well, he fell over while making the kick. I think he falls over a lot. It's probably just normal for him. He's a weird goalkeeper. I mean, he's quality, but he's just weird. He has to do things differently, but maybe that's why he's such a good goalkeeper. I know some people would say Neuer's not at his best anymore, but he's still reliable. I mean, how old is Neuer now? He's clearly, obviously he's in his 30s, but how old is he? He is 34. He's still got 5 years left in him, I'd say. Of course, depends if he would be at Bayern Munich till he retired, or we're not sure. I'm trying to remember. So he would have been, because he joined from Schalke in 2011, I think. He had a great season with Schalke, and they got all the way to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Oh, there's a kick there on Goretzka. Tried to go for the ball, and actually that Sestic with the foul. It'll be a free kick for Bayern, but is that a yellow card? I'm not seeing a booking come up on the screen. Meanwhile, Bayern have a free kick. So Kimmich with the ball in. Headed away by the first man from Cologne. Cologne still have it in the box. Should have it in control, though they do. I love their away shirt, though. It's a great away shirt. If you enjoy collecting your football shirts, including German teams. Oh, and Neuer's made a mistake. Oh, he's lost the ball, surely. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, that was a big chance for Cologne to go to make it 3-2. If there was any scare in this game, it had to be scored. Neuer falls. Well, Neuer lost the ball by being out of his box doing his classic sweeper keeper move, and that's what happens when you lose the ball and it's intercepted. There's no one back there to deal with the problem, and luckily for Bayern, the Cologne striker had hit the post. Pretty much missed an open goal. It was a tight angle for him on the right hand side, but that was a big chance. That could have really made the game interesting in the last quarter of an hour. Not that it's over yet. It's all it takes is a goal from Cologne. And it's back with Neuer again, under pressure this time by 2 Cologne players, but he boots the ball forward, and he doesn't take any chances this time. It's with Sane, that huge relief for Neuer. Sane, cross, surely, could it be? Oh, what a save! I think it was a volleyed effort from, the screen is quite small for me, so I can't always see who took that. I think it was Goretzka. It was Goretzka with a great chest control with the volley. The goalkeeper had to make the save, and it goes out for a corner, but they're replaying the Neuer moment. And oh, it's so close. It goes across Boateng's feet, which if Boateng was a second quicker, I think it could have been an own goal. It would have just come off his feet. Corner comes in, and from Sane, it's straight to the Cologne goalkeeper of Horn. I did rate Horn in the Mönchengladbach game a few weeks ago. I thought he played very well, which they won 2-1. One thing I completely forgot to change on the scoreboard is the title. That was clever. So 13 minutes to go. Bayern Munich 3, FC Cologne 1. It's with Gnabry, who came on in the second half as a substitute. Süle. He likes to go forward, Süle, but his dribbling isn't the best, and he's lost it. Now Muller. Muller getting an assist for the third goal. Oh, referee gets in the way of a Sane pass and he'll have to give a free kick. They're replaying Süle's great footwork, which is, I mean, I'm being a bit sarcastic. It wasn't bad, but he just looks so awkward. I mean, he's a tall player. Here's Muller. Oh, he's going to go for goal. Oh, 30 yards out. Actually, it was Goretzka, sorry. Tried to drive it outside his boot. And it's a goal kick for Cologne. And the goalkeeper may let his defender just take a short pass with a goal kick instead, which is not really sure why. Just passed it to the goalkeeper. I thought the goalkeeper was just going to boot it out, but I don't know if he can. So they're just showing the stats for Lewandowski. He's had 2 goals today with a shots total of 3. He's just so good. What a transfer he's been for Bayern Munich. I know it's been a few years since the transfer, but probably it's got to be the best free transfer of all time. I think we had this debate a few months back on our YouTube channel, and it's no doubt. No doubt. FC Koln. Deep into Bayern's half. They've got a throw in. They've got 10 minutes to find 2 goals. Is there any other score lines in the other games? It's now 3-0 to Dortmund. And it's Neuer who has scored on the 81st minute, so it's just come in now. And he's just come on as well, so he came on the 80th minute and he has scored. So what a substitution that was, and he came on for Marco Reus. So Dortmund have no doubt got 3 vital points for today. Indra Malid has said Maya Sanir. Hello Indra, hope you're well. Which team do you support? FC Koln have intercepted on the edge of their box against Bayern. It was Sane trying to get through the back line. No luck. As always, Neuer comes out of his box to stop a long ball forward from the opponents. Oh, we're now at 369 subscribers, so we're just one more away from 370, and it should be it. That's it, 4-1 Bayern Munich, and it's Gnabry with the goal. And he's tapped it in, and I think it's Lewandowski with the assist. I might be wrong. I'll have to see the goal again here, but it was a cross in, low ball cross, and all he had to do, Gnabry, was get to the end of it, stretch his right leg out, and tap it in with his boot. Started off with Sane in the middle of the park. Ooh, is Gnabry offside? I think one of the players might be offside here. As I say, Sane started the attack, goes onto the left wing of, I think it's Muller. And Lewandowski tried to stretch out for it, but luckily Gnabry was there instead to put the ball into the back of the net, which I think he'll be allowed. I'm not. I don't know if VAR's being checked, as they're just showing replays at the moment. Yep, game has continued, so it's not been disallowed. 4-1 to Bayern Munich. Game is well and truly done and dusted. This is a good result for Bayern. They needed a win today. When they haven't been winning since they came back from Qatar in the Bundesliga, they knew today they had to get a win. It's at home. You've always got to win at home if you're going for the league. Oh, Cologne have just had a shot. Close range, and it's saved by Neuer, but they'll have another go. Oh, it's intercepted by Süle in the box. Jamal King says, Bay. Do you mean Bayern Munich? Hope you're well, Jamal King. Where are you from? Let us know. Of course, we're now on 369 subscribers, and we're hoping to get to 370 by the end of this stream. Could one of you be our 370th subscriber? We'd really appreciate it. And Katterback is coming on for Jacobs for Cologne. I think that's their 4th or 5th substitute, I'm not sure. And we are at 370 subscribers. Thank you very much. And just as we got it, we're at 370, and Gnabry has just made it 5-1 to Bayern Munich. I missed that goal as well. That's 2 goals for Gnabry. What a super sub he has been. The ball comes in from, I think it was Süle, and it's a header from Gnabry, completely unmarked, and FC Koln have absolutely fallen apart in the last few minutes. No, it was Goretzka. Another assist for Goretzka today. Oh, nice goal. Free header, and just as Martinez is about to come on, he gets a quick high five from his manager of Hansi Flick. And there's a double substitution here for Bayern Munich, as they are now leading 5-1. Leroy Sane is coming off. That's Gnabry's 7th goal of the season. You'd have thought he might have had more. So Javi Martinez comes on. And one of the youngsters for Bayern has come on, which I'm not sure which one it is, to be honest. I haven't changed my scoreline yet, I do apologise. I got so excited that we had a goal and a new subscriber during our watch along then. Oh, Cologne nearly. Oh, cross comes in. Neuer couldn't get to it. It's now on the left wing. Cologne still have the ball in possession. So Dantas has come on for Sane. And Martinez coming on for Kimmich. FC Koln offside. 2 minutes to go till we reach the 90. So we're at 370 subscribers. Thank you very much for your support. And they've just shown the live table. So Bayern Munich's win makes it 5 points clear, and their goal difference is 12 goals ahead of Leipzig. So Leipzig, it's simple. They need to just win tonight. And Schalke are 9 points off the safety now. Mainz have got 17 points. Let's have a look at the other games going on. It's still Dortmund 3-0 up against Bielefeld. Seconds remaining in that game. Wolfsburg now 2-0 up, so that means they'll go above Frankfurt for sure in the table. Lucas Klunter with an own goal in the first half for Berlin. And then Maxence the Cross has just scored for Wolfsburg to make sure that they've got all 3 points. And it's now Stuttgart 4, Schalke 1. Another dreadful day for Schalke. And it's Philip Clement who has scored this time, 2 minutes before full time. So it's been quite a lot of goals going on this afternoon in only 4 of the matches going on in the Bundesliga. Ball comes in for Cologne and they have a shot at goal, but it's straight to the hands of Neuer. And they've just gone through the fact that today the fastest player is Alphonso Davies. No doubt at all. And there's been no added time, and it's full time at the Allianz Arena. Bayern Munich 5, FC Cologne 1. And it looked to be a bit of a scare at the start of the second half when Cologne had found their first goal and only goal of the game to make it 2-1. But it just didn't matter at the end, did it? Bayern Munich, a couple of substitutions here and there from Hansi Flick inspired the win, I'd say. Muller getting an assist to make it 3-1 through to Lewandowski, and then a double from Gnabry, who also came on from the bench, making sure that they won the game. Choupo-Moting scored in the start of the first half with a header, and Lewandowski got 2 goals as well in this game, which is a normal day for Lewandowski. He didn't just one off from a hat-trick, but so was Gnabry with his 2 goals. So it's a good win for Bayern Munich, and it's exactly the win they needed, and that really does put pressure on RB Leipzig this evening when they play against Mönchengladbach. That's a 5:30 kickoff, and we'll be live for that on our YouTube channel in just over an hour's time. So be sure to join us on that. So anyway, my thanks to all of you that watch the stream, and of course for joining me and keeping me company. Even my cat Audrey, who's clearly been enjoying this stream. Look, you know, she's not missed a moment, has she? She's been asleep, and you've missed 6 goals, Audrey. 6 goals today in our watch along. Anyway, of course, we've reached 370 subscribers, so thank you very much for subscribing during the watch along. We really appreciate your support. If you haven't already, do subscribe before this stream ends. Let's get into the 70 zone now. We're at 370. We'd love to get to 400 in the next few weeks and help this channel grow. Of course, all in good time. Anyway, before we go, we'll go through all the other matches that have happened in the Bundesliga this afternoon. So Borussia Dortmund 3, Arminia Bielefeld 0, which it's still going on. I think there's been 3 minutes of added time for this one. Should be absolutely fine though for Dortmund. The goals coming from De Hood, Sancho and Ranieri all goals were in the second half, and Ranieri literally came on the 80th minute, and I'd imagine from his first touch of the game, he scored. Normal, not as you do, it makes you feel even better as a manager for making that change. But that's a big win for Dortmund because of Frankfurt not winning. That helps them reduce the gap a little bit for them to get into the Champions League spot, which, let's have a look at the Bundesliga table. So here it is. Wolfsburg go above Frankfurt after Frankfurt's defeat to Werder Bremen, and Wolfsburg getting their win today. They go third, and they now go 3 points ahead of Frankfurt. So that defeat to Frankfurt is not good because now they're only 3 points ahead of Dortmund, which we know Dortmund have the players to get themselves to the finish line, I think. And I still think they could get Champions League football, but they just had to win today, and they have done convincingly at home. Leverkusen don't play until tomorrow, so if they win, they will go back to 5th, and that means Dortmund will go to 6th. And it's crazy to think Union Berlin are 7th. It's a great season for them, and Mönchengladbach are level on points with them before they play RB Leipzig this evening. So really, if Mönchengladbach want to get Champions League football this season, they've got to win tonight, or I think they're out of it. And of course they're away to Leipzig, which will not be an easy game. Just a reminder, I've already mentioned about the top of the table, Bayern Munich are 5 points clear of RB Leipzig, and if Leipzig win, they can reduce it to 2 points by the end of today. Stuttgart, great win for them, 3-1. Well, I say great win, they should win. They were against Schalke, so ignore me there. They're at the midway point of the table, and they're a point behind Mönchengladbach. But let's look at the bottom of the table. Schalke, oh God, 5-1. Last time I checked, it was 3-1. Oh dear. Schalke have won the game 5-1. 2 last-minute goals, it seems. Philipp Clement, 88th minute, as I mentioned before, and Daniel Didavi has scored on the 90th minute, and that's just an absolute kick in the arse for Schalke. What a real shame. So that means, if I could get the table back up, that means... so, yeah, Schalke are bottom with 9 points. 9 points off safety of Hertha Berlin. They lost 2-0 today. Which, if Schalke could just get 1 or 2 wins going, and they would still be back in this, but... Nah, they're a shit team, they really are. Mainz are 17th, and Arminia Bielefeld, with their defeat today, has put them in the relegation playoff, which is 16th place. But there's still plenty of games to go between Mainz and Arminia Bielefeld. They could still get themselves out of it. FC Koln, with that defeat, are now 14th with 21 points, so they're going to have to be a bit careful. So it's a very interesting table at the moment, the Bundesliga. It's open for the European places. It's open for the title. Well, it's between 2 teams, I'd say, of Bayern and Leipzig. But yeah, and even for the relegation zone, it's exciting. So really, the Bundesliga is the league to watch at the moment between now and the end of the season. Anyway, I'm going to take a short break because this has now come to the end of our watch along. So thank you very much for watching. Let us know your man of the match in the comments below. Let us know what you thought of the game. And of course, do come back in about 1 hour's time, as we'll be doing a live watch along of RB Leipzig versus Borussia Mönchengladbach in the Bundesliga. I'll be joined by Joe Stanley and Luke Tanner, so there'll be some more company on the live watch along. See you soon.